So we're going to do things a little differently today. I'm actually going to show myself as I do this review. I know, pretty weird, right? This is me when I started watching this anime. Oh my gosh, this is surprisingly good! Me when this anime ended. Wow, what the fuck? Hidan no Aria AA is one of those anime. It starts off defying all expectations, but then goes downhill. So Hidan no Aria AA is about a girl called Akari, who is like this trainee bounty hunter, and she goes to trainee bounty hunter school, and she really wants to become the apprentice of her idol bounty hunter, Aria. And what do you know? Akari actually becomes the unofficial apprentice of Aria. And now Akari has to impress Aria to become Aria's official apprentice. That whole setup works because Akari is a likable character who we want to succeed. And whilst Aria is tough, she genuinely wants Akari to succeed. This anime also deals with such themes as idolism, lesbianism, secretism. Don't you just love it when an action comedy anime has actual themes and it makes a solid attempt at exploring those themes? I mean, the exploration of idolism here was very interesting. Young girls really do fawn over other girls for various reasons. And so for the first 4 episodes, we see Akari go through various trials and tribulations as she tries to become good enough for Aria, and all that works. It was so great watching this character try to be good enough for her idol. So engaging. It was only a matter of time before Akari and Aria start doing missions together and making this anime really spicy and worth watching. Right? Wrong. After episode 5, which was meant to be like an action-packed episode, but it ended up being like this really weak action episode, this anime forgets about Akari's and Aria's relationship. And it gets distracted by other characters, throwing the once engaging story out the fucking window. This anime does not work as a character exploration anime. Yes, it's great that this anime has a variety of unique characters, each with their own unique looks and skills, but they don't really impact the main story. So what was the point of giving them all this attention that they didn't really need? The result is that whenever there is an episode that focuses on a character in a way that the episode doesn't really impact the relationship between Akari and Aria, the episode comes off as filler. And filler is kind of bad for an action comedy anime. We're here to see ass kicking and funny faces, not Akari's friends constantly trying to get in bed with her. All that fanservice stuff was such a waste of time, when the anime could have focused on Akari and Aria doing missions together. Surely that's what an anime focusing on bounty hunters should be all about. There is action, but it steadily weakens throughout the series until it just becomes boring action at the end, even though there was real potential with the really cool looking contrast look that some of the scenes of this anime had. And while most of the characters are rather weird and mysterious, one character, Kirin, was really annoying. Couldn't they have found a less annoying voice actor for her? Or at least have her be more relevant to the anime than just the character who gets her mentor Riker wet and horny all the time? In terms of lost potential, there is a lot of lost potential here. I mentioned that this anime uses high contrast imagery occasionally to highlight the more serious moments. I wish this anime had more of that. I should also mention that there is one mission in this anime, but it's quite disappointing. There should have been more missions involving the characters. I mean, there were so many characters here, we could have had really interesting missions which used the strengths of all the different characters, but that never really happened. And worst of all is that the villain of this anime is by far the most interesting character because of her super interesting obsession. But she only uses her obsession for like 1 episode, and honestly, it really could have been explored more. I wanted it to be explored more. It was a really interesting obsession that had potential. Are you starting to see a pattern here? This anime doesn't have enough substance, even though it could have had loads of substance. It did for the first 4 episodes. So yeah, I suspect this anime was just made to get loads of money from the first 4 episodes released to Blu-ray. Then the rest of the episodes were just obligatory fan service and action comedy for the sake of action comedy. But you know, maybe someday there'll be a knockoff with a similar setup where the execution is a million times stronger. 2 stars out of 5.